Over 5 years ago, I posted my very first video, a ranking of my top 10 favorite GD song artists. I made 2 other ranking videos after that, and then I stopped because these videos sucked. Editing mistakes, typos, dog shit opinions, these videos are tough to sit through. Now that some time has passed and my opinions have changed, I wanted to go back and redo these videos. Also with voiceover, since that's objectively better. Biggest difference this time around is that I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about each individual thing, mostly because that would be redundant and boring. Rather, I'm just going to show the rankings from the previous video in comparison to my new rankings, and talk about the biggest changes and what I found interesting. Not really too much else to say, so let's just get into it. Alright, so, GD song artists. Right off the bat, I hate the name of this video. A much better name would have been something like Top 10 Newgrounds Artists, since what the hell does GD song artists mean? But I digress. Anyway, here are the rankings from the original, and here are my updated opinions. Only 3 artists from back then remain, those being Creo, Dimrain, and Meganeko. The latter 2 have been promoted to the top 5, and Creo remains at number 1. Not really too surprised Creo stayed at number 1. His music fits so many levels, and is just genuinely good music even outside the context of GD. Dimrain and Meganeko I really slept on though, especially Dimrain. His early 2000s Newground style is such a treat to listen to, and I really didn't appreciate it enough back then. Had I heard songs like Every End and Through the Gates back when I posted the video, I might have ranked him higher, since those have become my 2 favorites of him recently. Another artist I need to talk about is Waterflame. I for sure knew who Waterflame was 5 years ago, so I really have no clue why I didn't put him in. Out of every artist on Newgrounds, I would say Waterflame has the most bangers of anyone. It's actually insane. Sky Fortress, Ricochet Love, Toxic Sewers, Pain Engine, Final Battle, Thunder Zone V2, Control Crowd, and the list goes on and on. The sheer quantity of songs earns Waterflame an extremely high placement, no doubt. I really have no idea what I was thinking putting Extrulor and Rukkus in the top 3 back then. I don't know, I guess I just really liked heavy, loud dubstep or something. These days, I can't say I do anymore. I also hadn't heard of either Korai or Dunder Patrulin when I made the original video, which is why they weren't there from the beginning. They most likely would have. As for the other artists I added, they've all made some good stuff as well. I'll put some of my favorites on screen. My opinions on music have changed a lot from what they were back then, so it's cool to look back at what I used to think was good music compared to today. For a first video, it's kind of shit, but what else do you expect when you have no idea how to use a video editor, and you're working with a cheap, hardly functioning laptop? I think that sums up my thoughts decently well, so let's move on to the next video. So this one is kind of weird. For the map pack video, I had just gotten done completing all of them, so my thoughts and feelings were entirely based off the levels that were fresh in my mind and caused me the most frustration. I have not gone back and played these levels since I completed them for the first time, so I genuinely have nothing to say about them. Even if I did go back and play them, I wouldn't struggle with them much at all, and they would just end up feeling the same and kind of ruin the video. I'm simply a lot better at the game now, and wouldn't think any of these levels are actually that bad. I really don't think a remake of this video is necessary, since I don't have anything new to say or that I would change. Even though the video sucks and was just a way for me to vent my frustrations with the map pack levels, I still think it's kind of entertaining. That's all I got. Time for the third and final video. The Heinz video was easily the best one I made. Not like the bar was very high to begin with, but still an improvement nonetheless. Anyway, here are my old opinions, and here are my new ones. In terms of the biggest change, well, there's a new entry since Heinz dropped Mastermind sometime after my video, so I can rank that now. And I think 2 is a pretty good spot for it. The learning yet satisfying gameplay, combined with appealing and colorful designs, makes for one of the most enjoyable experiences I've ever had with an Insane Demon to date. I also ended up moving Diffuse to number 1, since I just love the way the level uses the song. The song is called Yellow and Purple, and sure enough the level uses a yellow and purple color scheme. So simple, yet so brilliant. I actually hadn't completed any Heinz Demons when I made the video, so I had zero business talking about gameplay, but I've completed 8 out of the 14 now, so I put the ones I've done in the top 8. I don't have much to say about the bottom entries since I haven't done them or really care enough to do them, but I'm sure they're good levels. Both 9-Step and Pixel Thingy got moved up a ton since they're pretty fun to play. Also, Night Terrors got demoted from number 1 to number 5 since it's just okay. I'm not really sure why I glazed it so much back then. The last level I want to talk about is Psychosis, since I did this level dirty. I claim that the level wasn't fun to play after never even completing it. Ironic now, as it's one of my favorites of his entirely because the gameplay is so enjoyable. I really was just typing anything back then. Ranking all the Heinz demons was still a pretty good idea, I think, and I kind of want to do it with some other creators eventually. Maybe Kermal or Jonathan, I don't know, we'll see. Like all the other ranking videos from back then, this one isn't good either, but it's clear I enjoyed making them, and slowly getting better as time went on. Alright, let's wrap this up. For being poorly made, shitty videos, they were still fun to make, and I'll never forget the time I spent on them. Like, bro, I was 13 when I made this shit. It's interesting though, seeing my opinions on things from so long ago, and it kind of makes me wish I still made more of them. Who knows, maybe it's time I change that, and then I'll end up making another video like this 5 years from now. Alright, that's all I got for y'all. Goodbye.